Well, we're back once again just outside Orangi with this unique opportunity to get up close and personal with the very best tennis players in the world. And can we have a little tickle of applause, please, for Jeremy Chardy? A fantastic win yesterday, and you're on good form at the moment.
Yeah, I love to play on grass, so I'm always happy to be here. And I'm living in London, so it's a home tournament for me, so it's even better.
So you get to go home and sleep in your own bed every night?
Yeah, every night since Queens. So I started in Queens, so for the whole months I was home, so it was really good.
And an excellent win over Martin Klizan.
Yeah, it was not easy match. He started really well, and I find my rhythm in the second set, and after was easy second part of the game, so really happy with that.
I've got a few questions from some of the gathered crowd. Before I go to them, I've just looked you up on the stats. There's not a huge number of players who've made at least the fourth round at every single slam, so you've got great versatility. What's the key to that, to be able to play on all surfaces?
I don't know. When I was young, I grew up practicing only on clay court, so I love to play on clay. And after, I think my game is good for fast court, so Wimbledon and US Open, Australian Open. That's it.
Cool. Okay. Now, these two have come off court. Now, we're not going to get Isaac to ask a question because he was very shy, but he did say to his mum, I really want to meet a tennis player, so I hope you'll have 2 minutes for a selfie when his mum asks the question. Groselle, what is your question to Jeremy, please?
My question, Jeremy, is how do you keep your nerve when you're playing these competitions?
What?
How do you keep your nerve? How do you avoid getting too anxious?
That's a good question. It's a difficult part. So I think you try to keep your game plan and try to repeat it, especially when you're nervous. And that's my way.
Well, you're a Frenchman living in London. There's a Brazilian lady living in London who, by the way, I found out is quite a good high jumper, PB of 168, and she's jumped 5 metres in the long jump as well.
Well done.
So quite a classy sportswoman in her own right. Tamara, what's your question for
168 is high.
Yeah, I know, it's not bad, is it?
168 is really high.
Yeah, it's good. A very good high jumper in her day. Anyway, Tamara, what's your question?
My question is, what are your memories of winning the juniors here back in 2005?
Exactly. I mean, one of the best memory of my career because you just start to play and have a chance to play in Wimbledon. It's already amazing, and win the title is just so special, and it's just the beginning of your career. So it's like a dream come true, and after you want to go to the next stage.
Is that why you moved to London?
Yeah, maybe because I was feeling good here. Now it's more because my wife is British, and you know, happy wife, happy life. Huh?
Without any shadow of a doubt. Doesn't matter what you do for a living. If you're a bloke and you're married, that's the most important rule to remember. We've got Kofu here, who is getting very anxious that she might miss the start of a certain Roger Federer match, but she is very knowledgeable about her tennis, and she knew who you were and some of your achievements straight away. Kofu, what's your question for Jeremy?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that you're a fantastic player and you've had a wonderful career.
Thank
but
you.
It does seem as though in the last couple of years you've had a sort of resurgence, and I just wonder, you're playing so well at the moment, and what do you think has made you really come back and play so well just now?
Yeah, I had 2 difficult years. I get injured with my foot, a lot of problem, and I was tired to play tennis a little bit. So I lost my motivation a little bit during these 2 years, and after I find back the love of the game, because tennis is my passion, and when you love to play, you enjoy at practice, you play good on court, so that's the most important, to enjoy to play. And I think for the kids it's a job, but the most important is just to go on the court, have fun, enjoy, and is where you improve the most, and you play your best tennis.
Well, that's a great question. It sounds like you got your mojo back. Now, Ash Barty did that by going off and playing cricket and came back and won the French.
Maybe I go to play cricket because she's came back, win the Grand Slam and number one in the world.
Exactly.
So.
But how did you get your mojo back?
Just because I enjoy to play tennis, and for a while, it became too much like a job, and I stopped to enjoy it. So I just went back on court and go at the practice, trying to enjoy, try to do new shots, work on some new stuff, get new goals, and you come older and you realize that the chance you have to be on tour, it's amazing to play this tournament, and it's a dream when you was young. So you just want to enjoy as much as you can and as long as you can, because I start to be older too.
Nobody lasts forever. I mean, as Venus Williams found out, losing to a 15-year-old yesterday. And just finally, you've been a really good sport, some fascinating insight into the life of a world-class sportsman. Thoughts on David Goffin?
David, I know him really well. He's my close friend. So we're having a barbecue on Saturday night together. So it will be a really tough match. He's a really good player. He will be the favorite, but if I have a chance, I will take it.
Who's going to do the cooking on Saturday, or does it depend on what happens in the match?
Yeah, I think if he beat me, he will have to cook more.
Yeah, if that happens, then you've got the right to get on the barbecue and burn his steak.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Anyway, you have been a fantastic sport. It's great that members of the public have an opportunity to ask you questions. A round of applause for Jeremy Chardy, please.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you.